Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just want to give you guys a second to go ahead and hop in. Welcome to today's live training. Let me just make sure that the sucker is on and working. Apologize for the delay. I'm doing a half day today. Let's see here. All right. What's everybody doing? Did you guys have a good Christmas? So this one, guys, you may or may not catch live. That's okay with me. I did not expect for it to be necessarily viewed live, so we're definitely gonna keep this in the group, and then we'll send an email out to you guys with a link in it for those of you who are missing it. But basically, guys, I want to get this into your hands as fast as possible because I'm going to share a strategy with you that I have used very successfully over the past few years at this time of year. And what it is it's a year-end tax savings offer that you can make to your current clients. Is actually who it works best with, and you can even offer it to past clients or prospective clients, or even people who've opened your emails who have never become a prospect. It could work for that too. Works the best with somebody that you already have a relationship with, though. So let me just go ahead and explain it to you guys. I don't want to make this a super long video, but I want to give you the best stuff. So I'm just going to kind of move fast. And then if you guys need to go catch the recording, you can replay it or scrub or whatever you need to do. So here's what the offer is. I'm going to jump right in. You guys cool with that? Just go ahead and type in the comments if so. And I don't want to make this a super long video, but I want to give you the best stuff. So I'm just going to kind of move fast. And then if you guys need to go catch the recording, you can replay it. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I'm seeing all the okay, cool. So if you guys can see me and hear me, looks like you can. All right, we'll get after it. So here's what it is, guys. Let me just show you real quick what kind of results I got with it and what kind of results you can sort of expect to get with this if you implement it properly. So I'm just going to move over to my desktop right quick. So allow me to mess with this real quick for a sec so that I can make this a little bigger for you. Okay, cool. So this is a strategy, boys and girls, that I learned from Mike Cooch, none other than Mike Cooch. He's the gentleman that I host our live workshops with. I learned a lot from Mike over the years. Now we've become friends over time, and now we do events together. He's a genius at crafting offers. He's been in the agency space forever, worked with local businesses forever. Very, very smart business person. And he taught this to me as as what he would call a tax saving offer or tax saving end of year offer. And as you can see here, the first time I did this was 3 years ago approximately. And what we did was we just customized his offer, sent it to our current clients, and we were collecting fat checks like this. So this was for I believe it was the only chiropractor that we had left on our roster that year. And he paid me in full for the whole rest of the following year, which was 2017, in full. And I gave him a discount for it, okay? And that's exactly what this offer is. This is what's called a paid in full offer. So what you're looking to do is take some sort of recurring service that you have in your toolbox, in your repertoire, and make them a deal for committing to an upfront payment for services that you're gonna actually perform in the future, meaning like starting in January or beyond. And so this client, for example, signed up for 12 months worth of service. And I think at the time I was charging $1,500 a month, and I gave him a fat discount for doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what that looks like here. I'm gonna give you the script and everything that I sent out. And I also actually ended up closing our gym client on this, and he signed a 6-month agreement with me, and I gave him a discount for that. So I ended up making about $20,000 this time of year for services in advance. Okay, now these people were my current clients, so I had a good relationship with them. That's just one way to approach it, but I'm going to show you the script. I'm going to show you who you can approach with it and how you should position this whole thing so you guys can start sending emails out right now, today, at this exact moment, and hopefully start getting some calls or getting some replies to the emails or text messages from clients who say, yes, I want that. Okay? So let me just show you real quick sort of how this works, okay? I'll show you the exact email that I sent, and don't worry about any of this stuff right now. I mean, I'm going to give this link to you guys, so don't, for now, just focus on learning, right? But essentially, this was the email, right? It was just, the positioning of this whole thing is, look, you know, if you're looking to get a tax break right now, which every small business planet on the owner is thinking of this time of year, you really want to position it around an offer that makes sense to them. So this has nothing to do with your business. This business tax thing. This has everything to do with their business, right? So if you want to approach them and give them a good reason to pay in full, reducing their tax liability is a great positioning statement, right? Because if they're like, sheesh, if I just reduce my tax liability and I can get a discount on future services, and I'm already thinking about, you know, blowing it up more next year anyways, I may as well invest into some marketing, right? And that's what the mindset or the mind frame of this whole thing is. So I'll show you guys the template that Mike taught me, right? And I got his permission to share that with you guys here today. But this is the exact email that I sent to show you those results that I got. I got that $6,000 and change check and this $13,500 one from this exact email, okay? So this is an email that I sent this time of the year to a client that I already had, right? It was already paying me monthly recurring revenue for my services. So the subject line just said reducing your 27 business tax plus a thank you gift. And so I put my client's name here, and I said, hope you're enjoying the start of your holiday season. Sorry I didn't make it in yesterday. I did that to let them know that this was personalized. If you don't make it in today, obviously don't say that, right? But this was a client that I was seeing in person regularly because it was the gym that I happened to work out at. So sometimes I tease my client and say hi, right? So, and this is just, you know, something I customized to let them know that this was a customized thing that I'm sending to them. It's not just some template I fire off to all my clients. So, you know, I guess key one is just personalize it, right? So I said, thought I'd email you to let you know about an opportunity that a lot of my clients have been taking advantage of. That opportunity is to prepay me for all of next year's services now in order to reduce their 2017 business tax bill. And guys, this is not great copywriting. I'm not a great copywriter. I could do a much better job of doing this, but this still got results. Okay, so this does not have to be perfect. Your copy does not have to be perfect. As long as they get the point, they'll either have interest or not. It's very binary, right? So don't obsess over this. This is a terrible, you know, email that I wrote copy-wise. There's about a million ways to improve it, but imperfect action wins, right? All right, continuing on. I get asked to do it about 50% of the time each November. And what I meant by that is about half my clients take me up on this each November. So I hadn't talked to him about it yet. I just wanted to let him know that this is a popular offer that people take me up on quite frequently. So I said, I started offering this last year for everyone proactively, and it's super popular, so I thought I'd offer it to you too. So I'm just saying, hey, I'm just making sure that you knew about this thing, right? As an extra incentive on top of the tax savings, so that's the benefit to him, is if he pays for marketing services in advance, he gets to save money on taxes, which every small business owner is thinking of this time of year. We're offering a 30% discount on all prepaid services for the year. So I'll talk about the offer here in a minute, guys. What I should have said was, you know, there's different ways you can do this, but I would not offer this much off unless they paid for the whole year. That's a lot to knock off your services. So I'm going to talk to you about ways to structure or tier the offer here in a minute. So stick around for that. But that's just what I chose to write this time. Again, it was imperfect. That's our holiday special. As a huge thank you for being an awesome client. Thank you for being part of my dream, serving my clients to the best of my ability while running my own small business, right? So I'm kind of saying, hey, I'm a small business owner too. Really appreciate you. If this is of interest, let me know. Good time to talk so we can figure out a plan that works for you. I know you'd likely, I was actually sending this to the general manager of the gym at the time. I know you'd likely have to run it by Gary. Stay blessed, and I can't tell you how grateful I am, Rob. P.S. In December, I'm getting a new piece. Oh, that has nothing to do with it. But this just further let them know that, you know, I'm excited about working with them next year. So a few things here, guys. I was not looking to close this person in the email. I was looking to get them on the phone to talk with them to say, yeah, here's the deal. you want to sign up for next year's services, I can give you a huge discount. It's 30% off your bill, so that would make it X, and then you don't have to worry about your marketing plan for next year, right? So the goal of this is to get a response. If you notice, I said if this is of interest. So just like cold emailing strategies, we're just trying to see if the owner has interest. This is not a hard sell. It's a very soft pitch. And again, it's very compelling to them, though, because they're thinking about their taxes, their liabilities, what they're going to do next year. They're thinking about all those things already. So this is extremely compelling. Okay? So who can you send this to, right? Let me just tell you who sending this to works best for, okay? One is current clients. Okay, this is just like our training and nurture and close. Current clients is always who you want to go to first. If you have any current clients, you've already got rapport, you've already got trust with them. This makes sense. Okay, I'll tell you about the offer to offer current clients here in a second, or all the things you could offer. Next foremost would probably be previous clients, right? People who have actually transacted with you, actually given you money. So these two people have given you money already. So there's a lot more trust already built. They already know something about you versus some no name out there they know nothing about. And then with this other PC is potential clients. So if you've like done any kind of cold emailing, anything like that, you know, and you've gotten a positive response from somebody. Let's say you have 0 clients right now, but you have gotten like, you know, you built up some sort of list of people who've shown some sort of interest level. So maybe that's like an open email, right? Maybe that's a Facebook post that they said, oh yeah, I'm interested on one of your organic posts. Maybe, you know, this is a friend or family member that you've talked to offline or something. I mean, there's a million of these things, right? But this would just be like, you know, people that you might want to approach because again, you're not coming to them cold. You've got some sort of history with them. But I would say that it's like, you know, this is going to be like this one right here is going to be the honeypot right here. This is who I would not ignore doing this with. The eraser. Let me see. Sorry, I'm using a new app. I would not ignore doing this to all of your current clients. For your previous clients, I would say that your previous clients, if you left them in a good spot when your relationship ended, then it would be good to approach them. If you didn't, I would skip it. Right? There's no. This shouldn't be a hard thing to do. You should be able to send an email, maybe send a reminder or two to see if they got a chance to look at it, and then get on the phone and close them, or not. Like just move through this fast with them. Okay? It's kind of the beauty of it. But this one right here is the jam, guys. Sorry. And let me just. This right here is the one. So, you know, I think I sent out like 20 emails. I got like 5 responses and closed 2 or 3 clients. It was like super easy and super fast, right? And I made 20 grand from it, which is awesome. So this is the strategy, guys. It's super, super simple. I just want to dip down in the comments real quick. If you guys have at least one client that you can approach with this, say I have X clients. So type in the comments right now, I have X clients to approach with this, right? Which basically should be the number of clients that are paying you monthly recurring income. Type that in the comment box right now. I just want to see how many of you have current clients for any type of service. And then we'll talk about some offers that you can make. And I'll wait. I know there's a little bit of lag in the comments, guys, so I'll wait real quick, but let's start typing away. I just want to make sure that you guys understand this concept before we move on real quick. Okay? Start typing. And yep, great. So Liam has 4 clients, so that's 4 emails. Who else, guys? I think there's a lag on the comments because I'm going through this app, which is fine. So I'll keep moving just to not slow you guys down. Okay. Next thing is the offer. If you notice in this tax savings email, the offer that I made is right here, underlined, right? All right, Mark has 16 clients, so that's 16 emails you're going to send, Mark. Chris has 11 clients, so that's 11 clients he's going to send an email to, right? Good. I'll just keep rattling them off as you guys type them in. So here's the deal, guys. I know that you guys are probably all offering different things. Hopefully, you're at least offering what we have, what we teach you here, which is it pairs great with this offer because there's a ton of margin in what we we teach you guys, right? There's a ton of margin that you can give away so you can close the deal very easily, and you're not going to lose your shirt doing this, because this is not a custom website that we're teaching you how to do. This is basically just like, let me show you, okay? So there's a bunch of different ways you can do this, right? So what can you offer? Okay, so in that case of this email, I was offering, I didn't say it in the email, but they were paying me just to do lead generation with Facebook ads, okay? But you guys could offer the things that we teach in Nurture and Close. So this is database reactivation, which is super scalable and is almost all margin. So I would, if you're only going to offer one thing, I would offer database reactivation, right? Let me handle your database reactivation for the next whole quarter at least, right? You could also say, okay, if you're already running ads, let me do your lead nurturing for you, okay? You could also say, well, let me do lead gen through ads for you. Let me run your ads for you. Oops, just move this little box. Also say, let me build a two-step landing page for you. So like funnel, right? And pay it in full for the whole year. You get a discount. What about website chat, guys? How many of you are using the app to do website chat? Right? All right, James says I have at least 4 or 5 clients I can approach this with. That's awesome. What about software? Just the straight up software. Hey, pay for, guys, this would be almost 100% margin for you. If you sold almost all of these, actually. I mean, it just, like, the software itself doesn't, on a per unit basis cost you almost nothing. So, gosh, look at all this value you could go into it, right? That makes sense, guys? I don't want you to think it's limited to something, but I would offer something that's incredibly scalable so that when you offer this, it's a no-brainer for them and it's a great deal for you, right? So if you offer, all of these things are in here except for we haven't taught you guys website chat yet, which we will. So I'll put a little like asterisk next to this one. We're actually going to teach you how to sell that as a service here coming up next month. But all these other ones, guys, these are all nurture and close, 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 nurture and close. Okay? So how much value do you think this is worth to do it? Well, let's just talk about it for a second. I mean, DR on its own could be like $500 a month. And we're talking about monthly recurring, right? We'll talk about how to roll this up and package it and price it here in a sec. But lead nurturing on its own, like lead nurturing and database reactivation on its own could be $500. Easy. It should be to like more like 1,000 if you're doing both of those a month, right? So ads, right? I would not charge anything less than $1,000 a month for ads. Well, actually, that's not true. If you're brand new to doing ads, then I would start off at $500 a month. But let's just say the same thing: $500 to $1,000 a month. And I could, at the end, I mean, if you're good at running ads, it's worth $1,500 a month to some, most clients. But let's just call it the same. The funnel, you charge $100 to $300 a month for. Easy. The website chat, $100 to $300 a month. Let's just call that, be super conservative though, and stay at 100 since it's unproven to you guys, right? The software you could charge $100 to $300 a month for, and if you're really nice, you could bundle all this stuff up for a really cheap price. But let's look at what we got here. If you offered all this stuff to your client and said, "I'll give you this, I'll give you this, I'll give you this, I'll give you this, I'll give you this" per month, we're looking at what? 1, 2, 3. Whoops. The low end is $1,300. If they, like, let's just say they did all of this, right? You could split it off. Which would be really simple to do. But $1,300 to, what's this? So add 500, so it's 1,000. That's 1,200. That's 1,400. So that's 2,700. Okay. So if you ran all this stuff for a client, you would charge them, or you could charge them, I should say, somewhere between $1,300 to $2,700 a month. They'd be getting absolutely ridiculous value with you, right? And so all we need to do now is say, okay, how much of this do we want to do, and how much do we want to roll up and charge, right? So if they paid you in advance for a period of time, this is all per month. They paid you in advance for a period of time, right? Well, let's decide the period and then we'll do the pricing. Let's just say it's 6 months. That's kind of what I think a lot of people would go for, is about 6 months. The minimum I would do is 3 for this, and the max I would probably do is 12. So let's just choose 6 because it's right in the middle. It sounds nice to me right now. Any questions so far, guys? Or is this, just give me like a thumbs up if this is hitting the spot for you guys right now, okay? Because by the end of this, I'm going to ask you to start sending emails, and I want you to post your results in the group so we can celebrate with you. And if you do that, I might just have something awesome to give to you. I'm just saying. I want you to succeed, okay? So, all right, so if they pay you in advance, let's call it PIF, pay in full, right? If they pay you in advance, paid in full, for 6 months, right? What are we looking at here? Can anybody help me out with the math? Give me 6 times 1,300 and 6 times 2,700. Somebody help me. 6, because I got comments on my phone and my laptop sounds like it's going to blast off into outer space right now if I open another app. Good. James is on board. Can somebody do that real quick for me? If Diane or Mitch, you're on, can you just pop it in the comments? So 6 times 1,300 is what? Maybe I'll just do this in my head. 6,000 plus, okay, so don't kill me if this is wrong. It's 7,800, I think. Let's just run that. So this is what they pay in full price, right? On the low end. So this is the low end. We'll do the high end in a second. So I think it would be a smoking deal for 6 months worth of work if you did a, let's just say, I think 6 months is good at 20% off. You could do 25 maybe, but that's probably the highest I go. I would say you could get 20% off all this if you pay for 6 months in full, right? So what's 78 and 78? 156. So sheesh, I might have to get my calculator out. I'm so bad at math, guys. So this is minus, right? This is 20% off, right? So 0, 80 minus 56, 24, right? So they get a nice discount. They save $1,560. The $62.40 that they pay to you is $62.40. They do not have to pay Uncle Sam. Okay, good. I think I got that right. Thank you, fam. Thank you, Heather. Okay, and then let's do the other one, all right? Can somebody do 6 times 2,700 now, please? Uh, 6 times 2,700. Thank you, Heather. That makes me feel better about myself, shockingly. All right, cool. Let's do the other one. So same thing, 20%. What's 6 times 2,700? Gosh. 16,200. Okay. Okay, 16,200 minus 20% is going to be what? 432. 3,240 times 2 is that? So that's 6,480? 6,480. Is that right? No, that can't be right. 10% is 1620. So 32, yeah, 3240? 12,960. Okay. All right, that was painful, I know. But this is the exercise, guys, right? This is the exercise. So, Mr. Client, if you want to pay for 6 months in advance, you save 20%, which comes down to $3,240. The liability, then your bill comes down to just $12,960 for me to help you with this stuff for the next 6 months. You don't have to worry about it. We can have the best year ever, best year yet, and the amount that you do pay me goes on this year's tax against this year's tax liability, so that that's that much less that you have to pay in tax liability this year. Okay, super compelling, super compelling. Okay, Rebecca, yeah, it's awwapp.com. There's a million of these things out there. I don't think this one's particularly special. It's just really easy to use and simple. Okay, cool. So this is the math, guys. This is the not fun part, the part that makes my my brain hurt. Chris says, once we generate all this prepaid capital from our clients, what's the best way for us agency owners to use this cash money, put it towards ads for our business to scale faster? Chris, no, I wouldn't do that until. So this is the funny thing I get asked about all the time about ads, guys. How many of you guys have thought, yeah, that's a great idea, I'll just dump money into ads? How many of you have thought that to yourself before? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Yeah. Yeah, good job, Darren. Darren's taking action using the warm market and Facebook emails. Nice. Yeah. So guys, this is why you don't want to do agency ads until, don't even think about this, until you're ready for inbound. What does that mean? Right? Inbound means cold people are going to be coming to your doorstep, and they need to be warmed up. And then when you get on the phone, this needs to be like a 30 minute to 1 hour combo. Okay? Right now, what I'm teaching you is outbound, because once you get in nurture and close, I'm teaching you outbound because what I want for you to do is to go out and get 1, 2, 3 case studies, and then use the Trojan horse strategy to get your clients to sell for you, right? So when your clients are selling for you, there's a giant trust transfer right there, right? And then now you can turn it into 3, 5, 7, okay? And then you do that again, do the same thing, get your clients to sell for you, and then it turns into 7, 9, 11 clients. And then you're probably ready to start doing some inbound. Why? Because what happens, guys, is the second that you turn ads on, your time is so stinking limited. You have to turn your entire focus onto marketing, advertising, and selling, okay? So this is the trap that everybody gets into, is they think, oh, it'll be great, it'll be fine, I can just turn it on and off at will. But that's not how inbound traffic works, guys. I'm just telling you. You will lose your ass, and you will feel like your whole business lost momentum if you turn on inbound ads too soon. Okay, it just will. So if you go into a situation where you think where you're like selling, stop. This is my crappy stop sign. Selling, stop, fulfill. Selling, stop, fulfill. Selling, stop, fulfill. When you turn inbound ads on, guys, this just amplifies that problem times 1,000%. 1,000,000%. Okay, so you do not want to amplify this problem until you can fix this. And so either your fulfillment or your selling does not involve you. So you need to remove yourself from fulfillment before you can turn on inbound ads, or you need to remove yourself from selling before you can turn on inbound ads. In either of those instances, that is no longer a one-person game, and you need to start building a team around you, right? Find some sort of solution for either one of those. So no, I do not recommend at all that you start dumping this money into ads at all. I don't, right? And especially if you go back to this thing, and all of these are not in the same niche, guys, like don't even think about turning ads on. Whoops. Woo. A little bit of a lag. Okay, let me try this again. Guys, you should be rinsing and repeating this until two things have happened. You are at 10K a month in the same niche. That's how much you're making, or 10 clients in the same niche. Okay? Same niche. This niche. Get it? That's a good question, Chris. A lot of people have asked about that, and I'm glad you asked it here because no, I would not recommend doing that. Sorry. This thing is super sensitive. I'm going to mess with it. Does that make sense to you guys? So what should you do with that money? If it were me, I would just let it sit there until you get to this point and keep rinsing and repeating until you get to this point. That's what I would do if I was you. So hopefully that answers that. Let me start fresh here. Well, actually, let me go back. Sorry. Let's go back to this. So how many of you guys need help making this offer right here now? Or how many of you feel like you know what to offer? All right, type it in the comments. Type it if you know what to use. Type it if you know what to do and you know what to use, okay? I'll come back. Yeah, I want you guys to start typing. I'm going to trust you that you're moving with me and you're staying with me, okay? Let me show you guys the exact template that Mike Cooch taught me, okay, and gave to me, because this is the template that I customized from, okay? So, again, he taught me this strategy. I got his blessing to share it with you guys. He's here in this group. You should thank Mike for allowing me to teach the strategy I learned from him. If you get a chance, that'd be a really nice thing for you to do, because he's just like, hey, I just want to help agency owners, right? So, and by the way, guys, Mike and I are co-hosting this event, this agency sales event we're having January 22nd to 24th. So if you guys want more of this kind of stuff, that's all we're going to be talking about at the live event, okay? The selling. So here's the template, and I'll give you guys a copy of this again. Just focus on learning for right now. I'll drop a template link here. We'll upload it to the file section of the Facebook group. But this is really simple, guys. Like, I would customize this subject line to, like, if you have a personal relationship with the person, take the time to customize it, guys. Just do it, okay? Don't get lazy. All you're looking for is for them to read this, and it should be pretty easy if they know you at all, right? If they're your current client or someone in your warm network, it should be able, you should be able to get them to open this and look at it at least, right? So here's Mike's. It's much simpler. This could work. I never sent this out but straight like this, by the way, guys. But I'm just a fan of customizing it because it just helps that much further. Mike taught me to customize it as well. So don't just be lazy and send this. Customize it to your client for each one that you send this out to, okay? Let me just read it real quick. Client name. I hope you're doing well and enjoying the start of the holiday season. I'm reaching out to you because many of my best clients are taking advantage of this opportunity to prepay me for a portion or all of next year's services now in order to reduce their 2019 tax bill. I thought you might want to do the same. As an extra incentive on top of the tax savings, we're offering a blank discount on all prepaid services of X months or more. Okay? If this is of interest to you, let me know a good time to talk so we can figure out a plan that works for you. Sincerely, Mike. Super simple, right? Super simple. Now, here's something that I put together that worked well, guys, that I think, once you're on the phone with them, the question that I got the most was, I do have interest, but what are the terms like? Like, is it just for 3 months? Is it 6 months, a year? Like, do I have to do it that way? Is there anything else, that you have available to me for me to consider? And so here's the offer, guys. Here was the thing that I nailed down when I was on the phone. I said, look, here's the percentage-wise, right? I said, if you sign up for 3 months in advance, I'll give you 10% off, because I really didn't want them to just do 3 months. I actually wanted them to do 6 months or more. I said, if you do 6 months, I'll give you 20% off. It's just how I structured it. And then if you do 12, I'll do 30. Okay? That's how I did it percentage-wise. So that gave them some options. One client took me up right here, and one client took me up right here. And the examples I showed you, I think I closed one more that year, but I just can't for the life of me figure out who it was, and I can't find the emails, screenshots, or anything like that. But I don't think I sold a single one at 3 months. So I wouldn't be afraid, if you have a good relationship, to try and sell 6 or 12 months, right? This is the other thing, guys. I said this in the emails and on the calls. I said ends, pick your time, X. For you guys, in the situation you're right now, if you send this email today, I would say ends December 31st at midnight or 11:59, right? PM. This is what will motivate them to do it now. And guess what, guys? This also makes sense because for them to get it on as an expense on their books before the calendar year ends, they have to do this anyway, right? So be like, hey, it's, we've only got like a week left of the year, so I kind of need an answer pretty quick. If you want to hop on a quick call and I can answer any questions that you have, just let me know, right? I can't do this. I cannot offer this to you after December 31st, right? So this works super well. The other thing that I said was I can only do this for X amount of clients. Okay? I only do this for X amount of clients. I got, it depends on how many people you email, but if you have 20 clients to email, I would just say, like, I can only do this for 3 people, because it's a generous offer. You're giving a lot away. 30% is a lot, guys. It really is. Right? So does that make sense? That makes sense to everybody. I just want you to understand how this conversation goes with them. It's super simple in nature, but these are the elements of the offer, right? Offer them a percentage off. Tell them it ends on X date. And if you want to add some extra scarcity, I would say it ends, or I can only do it for a few people, right? So this is motivating factor 1, 2, 3. Any questions, guys and gals? Reminders, okay? I'll tell you this too. I did have to remind some people of this. It's like they're busy too, so don't assume that you're going to just like get them to send you a check on the first email that they read. They're probably going to need to hop on the phone for a minute, and it might take them a few days to think about it and sign up with you. Okay, so I would definitely like send reminder, like at least 3 reminders. Also, guys, we have this really cool tool at our disposal, and I would send an email. I would do this 3x each. Email, text. What else could we do? You could, pick up the phone. Phone or voicemail. All personalized. Right? All personalized. Don't be lazy. Not on this one. Okay? So if you're looking at the calendar, we got today, tomorrow, then Monday and Tuesday. So I would say Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Send it. Send it, y'all. All right? Any questions, fam? I know some of you hopped in here a little later than others, but I want to go ahead and answer any questions so that I can make sure that these are... So again, what we're doing, just to summarize, we're doing a pay in full offer to get a discount. Whoops. discount. Right? And this summarizes it perfectly. Your client pays you in full, and in exchange for that, they get a discount. That's it. All right. If we go back to the beginning, who do we send this to? Current clients, right? Prospective, past clients, and prospective clients, right? So what does that mean? Let me just help you guys connect it. If you're sitting there going like, well, I don't know who I would send this to, make a list, guys. Okay, Celine says, if you want to add a DR to your current offering, do you recommend mentioning that on the email or just wait for them to show interest and then tell them on the phone? You could do it either way, Celine, but if you're currently offering them something that they're already using, I would just say that. You know, if you notice in this email, I didn't say anything about the service itself because they already know what I provide. But once I get on the phone with them, I could say, hey, you know what? You know, our database reactivation strategy has been really popular too. Would you like to consider that as well? I'd be like, okay, well, what is it? Right? And then you could just tell them a little bit about it and just be like, this is basically what it gets for you, but you know, it's a super popular thing to throw in with this as well. And or you could, you know, use it as a bonus, Celine, too, if you want. Right? You could be like, well, if you're paying me for Facebook ads, I could throw in, and you want to sign up for this, I could throw in like a month's worth of free database reactivation for you. Right? That'll just make your January all that much better. So you can get creative with the bonus, but I wouldn't get too creative. I would just try to get them on the phone. They'll just probably want to talk about it, talk about the details. All right, so then what you want to do is follow up with these people. So let's say you send 20 of these out and you get 1 or 2 responses. You want to go back to everybody who did not agree to book a time with you yet and say, I know you're busy and may have fallen off your radar. Just want to check on the note. You're just coming up quickly, right? TikTok. If you'd like to save % or reduce your taxes, please send me a quick note and I'll hop on the phone with you. Simple. Make sense, y'all? Sorry, I missed your comment at first, or your question, Celine. Sorry about that. I did miss it. Okay, guys? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have Mitch and Diane, or actually, I'll upload this as a PDF in the file section of the group so you guys have it, all right? And I want for you guys to send this out. Now, let me tell you guys something about the way that I roll. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I move on to that, I'm sorry. One last thing. Let's make some lists of people to send this to, okay? So who all could you send this to? Who all could you send this to? Right? Current clients is obvious. That's the best one. But who else? So current clients is the no-brainer. This is the duh one. Duh. Right? Who else could you send this to? Let's make a list. Friends and family. So you could use the warm outreach template I give you inside Nurture and Close to do this, right? Friends and family. If you've ever done any like JV partners, you know, call them up. If you've ever done like a partnership deal, if you've ever done, you know, cold email and people have opened your emails or said I've had interest, but they just never did anything. Cold email interest, right? Again, like Facebook organic post, you can make a new post, or if someone had shown interest in your previous post, you could go back to them and just say, hey, so you had interest in this? Thought you might have interest in this too, right? You know, I could sit here and do this forever, but you know, social profile followings. You know, I wouldn't blast this out necessarily. I don't think that would get the best result, but you know, if you go back and just look at all your posts to see anybody who's ever like messaged you or inboxed you or you know had shown interest on a post, from other platforms, like LinkedIn, whatever, YouTube, whatever you got that's just sitting there, right? This is a great one. Go back through your bookkeeping records, because like a lot of you have done business and you're terrible at remembering who the heck you ever did business with. I know I am. Bookkeeper's records, whatever that is for you. So, geez, I'm just totally butchering this. Bookkeeper's records. So this is like your QuickBooks, your Stripe account, your like whatever, like your payment processor. Anybody you've ever taken a payment from ever, I would go back to them with this, right? And guys, I did get a handful of people after the new year who were like, "Oh, I missed that, but can we talk about doing business in like 2 weeks?" And then they ended up becoming a client, okay, at full price. So this is a great thing to, even if you don't get a yes today, this is a great thing to do to come up on somebody's radar. Because like, what are they going to be mad at you for offering 30% off your service? That's like super generous of you, So let's see, payments you've collected. You could definitely do like a referral thing. Like go ask people who have done business with you if they know of anybody who would like 30% off and tax savings. I got at least 3 full price clients from the gym that did this with me. At least 3, probably more like 5 if I remember. So like, that could be another strategy on its own, right? It just go to these people and ask them for referrals. Even if they're like good or they don't respond, just be like, "Hey, do you know anyone who take me up on this offer? I got a spot left." Right? Joe, good question. It's coming. I haven't posted it yet because I want you to pay attention, brother. But I'll post it as soon as this live recording is done here in the group for you, so you can have it. So if you're sitting there and you're like, "Where can I find the scripts and template?" Have you made your list yet? Who's got their list ready to send to? Kind of dropped it at the beginning of this if you guys didn't catch this at the very beginning, but I wanted to reward folks to take action on this and get a positive result. So I'm looking for you guys to execute on this. This is not just something I want for you to like be like, "Oh, that's fine," and then just don't do anything with. So for those of you who are sitting here watching this but like not participating in this, I really want you to do it, and I'm going to make an offer and offer you a reward for doing it. So, guys, wake up. Let's go, right? Let's craft this, right? So who's got their list? And tell me how many people are on your list. No, it's cool, Joe. I'm just, a lot of people are doing that. They're just bouncing in and out, and that's fine. But I'm just telling you guys, like, you need to go back and watch this whole video from start to finish. Make your list, understand the concept, create your offer and your pricing, and then use the script to go ahead and hit send. Make sense? Okay, so, yep, Salim says, got the list. Boom. All right, so fam, I don't want to make this video too long. I want to make it super actionable. So any questions on this, whether you're watching the replay or if you think of any later after watching this live, post it below. Me and my team will make sure that you get them, you get an answer. But here's the deal. For anybody who goes out and executes on this, and gets a client to pay them pay in full. Does not matter the amount. Does not matter the offer. I got something special for you guys. I want to give you something for free, right? I want to give you like one of our products for free. I haven't decided which one yet because I'm just like excited to do this for you guys. I want for you to do it. Probably be an event replay that people paid $5,000 to come for one of our 3-day workshops. So it's got literally a $5,000 value. And I also want to give you a credit to join one of our programs or come to an event in the future if you have not done either of those. Okay? A credit. So like a voucher. Haven't decided on the amount yet, but I'll see how many of you stinkers actually go out and do this. All right? So we've got today, tomorrow, 2 weekend days, and we got Monday and Tuesday next week. Okay? So if only one person does it, I'm going to stoke that person the heck out. Right? If like 50 of you do it, I'm going to be jacked out of my mind, right? But I'll probably make less of a point about it because you guys are all rocking, and I'll still stoke you out. But if I just want for you guys, I want a little bit of mystery there because either way you're going to win. But for the people who take action and get a result with this, I want to reward the heck out of you. Okay, so the way that I will reward you is by you posting the result from this training and this script in the Facebook group for everybody to see. And then I'm going to have my team, make sure that they keep track of everybody. And then on the 31st, I'll send all the stuff, all the goodies out to the folks who take advantage of this and go out and do it. Okay, there's no strings attached. If you already learned enough about this and you're riding off in the sunset, good on you. But I want to reward you guys for going out there and making it happen. This is literally one of my best strategies, guys. For the time input, it's kind of hard to beat, to be honest. Right? So, yeah, Chris Tillette started last week. Holler. Good. Alan says, looking at my list number now, I know I have 80 in active campaign. I have some from LinkedIn Sales Navigator as well. There you go, Alan. Boom. Write them all down and rank them by warmth, right? Attack the warmest ones first because you're going to get the best result from those, and then chip away at the rest of the list as you go. Maxwell says, we plan on sending this out to only previous clients who've shown interest in the past or canceled us. Yeah, you could do that, Maxwell. Why would you only do that? Why would you want to do that? Yeah, good job, Chris. I would do this for at least a handful of current clients, Maxwell. I would definitely do that. It's so good to get that sort of commitment from somebody, and it builds momentum going into the new year. And it also shows that there's a demand for your service to everybody who doesn't sign up. It's like, look, people, like my clients want this from me, right? They're happy with us. They want to stay. Does that make sense? I wouldn't do it with, like, if you have 100 clients, I wouldn't do this with like 50 of them. But I would do it with a percentage of them. I would offer like 5 to 10% of your client roster and like amount of spots. If you have 100 clients, I would offer like 5 to 10 spots to do this. Or if you have like 5 to 10 clients, I would offer like a max of 3. That's the way I would do it today. Right? Okay, guys? So, again, I don't want to make this video too long. I'll go ahead and cut it off now. If we need to do a little bit of follow-up, I can always, drop some more, do a little bit more Q&A. But I think this is enough to get you guys going. So I'm going to end the video now. Again, any questions below, happy to stay on top of. Me and my team will make sure you get answers. And then bonuses. If you guys execute on this, I got bonuses coming. Free bonuses. This is no strings attached. You don't have to do, post in the group if you don't want to. But I would if I were you, because I'm going to stoke you out big time. This is Christmas, y'all. So post in the group after you get get results from this, and that's how my team will track that you're qualifying for some of these goodies I'm going to give to you. So don't sleep on this, guy. This is too good. This is like so easy, and you can replicate this quarter after quarter too. Because guess what? A lot of business owners pay quarterly taxes. It's not just at the end of the year. So this is a good one. All right. So I'm going to let you go. As soon as I hit stop on this, the recording will start to upload to Facebook group, so you can go back after a few minutes and replay this whole thing. The PDF file will be posted as a file in the Facebook group, so you'll see a link for that. And then I'll have my team post to it in the comments as well. All right, fam? All right. Love you guys. Really, really wanted to give this to you. Just that this is for everybody who's like in agency alchemy and nurture and close. Ever bought anything from us? If you haven't, this is my gift to you. If you don't go out and sell at least $500 worth of stuff with this, you probably just didn't take action or you didn't ask for help. So we're here to help you with the action part. Just give you this free training video, give you the script, give you the strategy, everything like that. If you can't send out a few emails to make $500 from this, let me know, because our team will take a look at it. And there's probably something you're doing wrong that we can help with very quickly. All right? So don't sleep on it. Go out there and make some cash. Love to see your results in the group. Love you guys. Just saw Star Wars and jacked out of my mind. So I'm going to go home, play with my kids, and probably geek out online about Star Wars for a little while. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Hope you had a good holiday. And let's make some cash before the end of the year closes. See you guys.